Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to the 14th video in our digital Arabic calligraphy playlist. I am Hamdallah Salama and I'm excited to bring you this community service project from International Open University. In this playlist, we will explore how to create and design Arabic calligraphy using module apps, a powerful way to boost your creativity using just your phone. In this video, Module 14, Introduction to Pixellab, we will be checking out the overview of a Pixellab interface and installing and managing fonts and just understanding the design workspace. So let's get started. As always, we always first open the the app. So the app we'll be opening this time is Pixellab. Alright, once you open Pixellab app, this is basically the interface. This is what you see. It is quite interesting. The options at the very top, this will be like a very quick overview. The option at the top, the plus sign, is where you can add a text, maybe add a current date. This is the current date. It will automatically add itself. Right below it, you will find the delete option. Delete the selected object, or you can just edit, maybe duplicate, add text, increase or decrease the size, spin it around, or maybe center align, middle align, left, right, top, bottom, change color. You can also change the color of it by clicking that. You can bring to front or center back. This is useful for when you want to make sure that one object is on top of the other. You can add stickers. These are all sorts of stickers available. You can add shapes. This is a shape. There are all sorts available. Semicircles, circles, triangles, hearts, lightning shape, pentagons, octagons, chat boxes, and so on and so forth. I'll just delete it. Delete selected object. And you can also add something from your gallery, or you can simply draw like that. And then the second option right next to the plus sign is the save option, where you can save as project or save as an image. This is the share option, where you can basically determine the format that you want to share it as, and then save to your gallery, or maybe share it in different social media platforms such as Twitter, which is now X if I'm not mistaken, Facebook, Google, and WhatsApp, Instagram, and then so on and so forth. And then we have quotes that you can choose from. The app comes with multiple quotes that you can just choose from. Maybe you want to make an inspirational poster or something of the sorts. You can also change the language. They have English and they have French. They also have motivational quotes, success quotes, friendship quotes, happiness quotes, inspiration, positivity, and absurd quotes. You can just click one. Be obscure clearly. You can remove the text below it and increase it in size. You can change the alignment. Reduce the size. There we go. And then the option available after that is the three dots at the top right corner. There are a bunch of options that are self-explanatory. For example, use image from your gallery, make the project full screen, use image from your camera, export image size. You can like there's like a contact place for you to like report a bug. There are tutorials for you to use. You can choose to remove ads, although that will probably require you to pay. Recover, autosave, open PLP file, about, and exit. And this is the undo button. I'd like to reduce the size of this just a little bit more, and then center align it. Alright, and then option we have after that is to zoom in. It's already zoomed in 100%. You can increase or back to the normal state. And then we have the grid. This one helps you to be able to align something properly on the page. Maybe you want to make sure it's at the very center. Maybe you just created a new shape. You can just do that. And this is basically layer. This is a layer to bring something to the front or send it back to the back. This will be very useful when you're working with multiple items and stuff. You'll see. I will be making use of them. This is to select and maybe delete or duplicate or something of the sorts. I will be making use of this in the future. And then at the very below, you can see the option of my projects, where you can basically check out all of the projects that you have done previously. And then these are backgrounds that you can use. You'll open a new project. This is very, very good for making posters. You can even print them and maybe paste them on the wall or something of the sorts. This is to add text and quote. This is for a bunch of other options, just stickers, import, draw, shapes. Here, this is basically extra editing. It's fun. Anyways, and arrow. You can add an arrow, and you can also edit how it looks. Pretty simple. There are all sorts that you can try. These are all the types that exist. And then the second to the last option is where you're able to change the color. This is for background color. You can also make it a gradient, something like this or this. These colors are very intense. You can just reduce them. You can choose like which direction the gradient goes in, and then you pick one and click color, and you can lighten it and click OK. Pick another color, lighten it, and click OK. The last one is the same thing. This is where you can see the hex code and see the amount of red, green, or blue colors included, because these are like the base colors. Red, green, and blue is always involved in every single color. These are basically the base colors, and you can edit how much red is included, how much green is included, and how much blue is included. And click OK. There we go. We apply. It looks nice. And then the other options like transparency, image size, cropping, adding an image, and then adding an image from gallery or from your camera. All of these things, their usefulness is only apparent when you are truly making an actual project that involves lots of things. And then the last option includes rotation. And this is I'm not sure how to pronounce it, vignette. This is basically some form of style that you can use on your background to make it look a little bit more interesting. This is also, these are all forms of editing your background. You can add stripes as well. This one has stripes. and then you can change the brightness. It says this is normal brightness, but you can increase the brightness to a crazy level, or you can make it super dark, up to you. Or to keep it this way. And then contrast. This can be useful, but you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing with it. It says the hue of the color. It will edit the red, green, and blue. Red, blue, and green colors in your background for you. And then we have saturation. This will increase the color intensity or reduce the color intensity. Just keep it at 0. And that is all. It is pretty simple. I personally think that the most useful option in Pixellab is the layers one. You will see the reason why, because I will be making in the next module 15, I'll be making 2 color background designs, and so there is where you'll be able to see the usefulness of layers, the layer option in Pixellab. And that is all for this introduction to Pixellab. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Happy designing!